The secret that is inside every insan's soul, unique to themselves, and what exact point must a salik reach where he can reach his secret?
This has to be from the meditation book that your secret is in the shaykh. So this is still, we're not clear on what we're trying to reach. You're not reaching a point, you're reaching to be nothing. So you're not reaching like, I'm going to uncover something about myself and therefore I'm going to have all these realities, but it's actually the reverse, in which you're going to connect with the shaykh and be deflated and negated. And as a result of being nothing, 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 what happens to the servant? They become the light of the shaykh, which then becomes the light of their shaykh, all the way up to the light of Muhammadun Rasulullah specific to that individual. That their Muhammadan light will look into their heart at that time when they reach their annihilation and their nothingness. What happens in your nothingness? So as we described so many times in other talks, and it's in the meditation book. As much as you're something in this dunya, you didn't reach to the reality of your akhirah. So then they're going to deflate the person, collapse them, collapse them, collapse them only by the power of muraqabah, in which so much heat comes to them, so much energy comes to them, it completely burns their matter into a liquid state. Otherwise how else are you going to bring matter down except by heat? But if this comes down, then your reality and your soul reality begins to manifest. That can never manifest until the physicality is melted. So it's not the physicality going and seeking and reading a book and reading this awrad and doing this awrad and then opening something, because now that physicality is even stronger thinking it knows something. So the physicality in the path is actually to be nothing, to be strong in the connection with the shaykh, to annihilate yourself into nothingness, nothingness, burning in that light and that heat like the moth to the flame. So you'll find it in all the poetry and all the naat. Abida Parvan, I think it's not her but she's reading from those naat. The Charagh, what the one we have we recite, it gives the whole spiritual path in one naat. That come and drink from their nectar, the nectar of these realities that the shaykhs are teaching. Then they say, why you want to drink from it, why don't you be from it? Means don't just come look at us, join and be a student in the path. And then once you understood that you have to be a student, you're like a moth now and you're enticed by this Divinely flame. But what does the moth realize? Is not going to find a secret on how to be a dragon and a butterfly. The moth realizes its only opening is to enter that fire and burn. So that's not a path many people will do, they won't take and move into the flame. They say, no, make this moth appear like a dragon for people, make them to be impressed by me. Or the another analogy is the seed, everybody likes to be a talking seed. But it's not about being a seed, it's about being a seed planted into a soil of nothing. As the soil is eating up the seed, soon a plant will appear. That plant is something completely different than the seed. But the seed can't say, okay, well give me my secret, how am I going to be able to talk and understand all these realities? No, the secret is actually the seed has to be willing to enter the soil and be annihilated, and the soil will begin to sort of take apart, decompose the seed into nothingness. And with their zikr, the meditation, all that spiritual energy, then in the state of nothingness Allah will bring something new and it won't look anything like that seed. And that's the importance. So it's not about, give me an aura to read, which books can I read. You're reading the books to understand the curriculum of the shaykh and this specific path of how to meditate, contemplate, to be nothing. If I'm nothing then it's in the ocean of Muhammadun Rasulullah, then it's opening the heart of Muhammadun Rasulullah, it's opening the heart of Holy Qur'an. So all of them and all the qudra and the angelic energies, all of this is based on to achieve that reality, inshaAllah.